Technology has not only been a useful tool to achieve success in newspaper organizations, but has become an essential element for the survival of print journalism. The use of technology has particularly been most important for sports reporting. Sports editor of the Kingston Free Press, Kai Jones, has a big responsibility as the lone member of the sports section, and must produce enough content to create each paper himself, including producing content to be viewed online.
With the way technology is, you really don't have to be you don't have to be in the office nowadays. I wake up, normally around 9 or 10. I try to, I have to go ahead and get that high score roundup, which is, look for scores. So how I have to use technology is really just surfing on the web, looking for, what scores happened last night that I didn't cover.
There's a lot more to covering a sporting event now than just writing an article about it. Freelance reporters for games are now expected to take pictures, shoot videos, and post live play-by-play updates on social media, all done through the convenience of a smartphone. Because of the exponential growth of improving social media platforms such as Twitter, it's now becoming a requirement for future journalists to diversify their skills in multi-platform journalism.
This is a lot of work. It comes down to you're going to have to be able to write, shoot, edit, post, and, interact. It's a lot more that you have to do nowadays because, people expect more, and the way that people, ingest their news is a lot different now.
The truth that newspaper organizations may not want to hear is that without this technology, news companies would run out of business. Sports editor of the Washington Daily News, Sean Finnerty, says he's the only person running the sports section because today's technology allows him to do so, as well as because of budget cuts that were made to cut back on some physical newspapers in order to make more of an effort to reach online readers, which is where sports news thrives the best in.
We're definitely going over to try to get more online and get our readers to go online to find stories and to find the latest updates. For the longest time, the Washington Daily News ran Monday through Saturday, and because of costs have risen, we've had to cut the Monday edition of the paper, and also we no longer deliver the paper ourselves. The U.S. Post Office does. Many other papers are having this issue across the country. Maybe it's just the dying of newspapers.
Kai Jones is experiencing this firsthand. He believes that other competing hyperlocal news organizations that operate strictly on the internet are jeopardizing the survival of the Kingston Free Press.
When it comes to this newspaper, it's going to die soon, and at some point it's going to become either a weekly or either it's just going to become strictly online. When I look at, there's a competitor newspaper here called the News. They are hyperlocal, and they are only online.
With the growing demand for online content spreading quicker and quicker, it has now become mandatory for newspapers to adjust to the times, or be left behind by competitors that understand the direction news is heading in.
They have more resources than we do. They have more people than we do. So when it comes to that, I know I can look around and tell that this newspaper here is dying just because there is someone else out there that's coming, and that who has understood where news is going. News is going strictly to online at some point in time.